On the outer rim mining colony of Tychorus 9, humans and the native Varkari species coexisted uneasily. The humans brought technology, the Varkari brought claws, and both brought a lot of suspicion. Peace held barely under the ever-watchful eye of the Galactic Mediation Corps. Darren Holt, a down-on-his-luck cargo pilot, had just crash-landed near a Varkari temple while trying to smuggle illegal fusion cells. With smoke pouring from his engine and alarms screaming in 4 languages, Darren bailed out and ran for cover straight into an obsidian temple marked with glowing runes he didn't understand. Inside, he stumbled, dizzy and coughing right, into the private bathing chamber of what he would later learn was High Sentinel Karavesh, a prominent Varkari warrior priestess. She stood up from the steaming mineral pool, 7 feet of glistening scaled muscle, crimson eyes narrowed, and 2 small fangs showing naked. And not happy, Darren's first instinct was to apologize. His second was to turn around. His third was to duck as she drew a plasma blaster from the stone wall, still dripping wet, and aimed it directly between his eyes. "You have seen what no outsider may see," she said coldly. "By law, I must." "Challenge you? To a duel?" Darren asked, hands up. "To a wedding." The next thing he knew, he was shackled in ceremonial armor, standing in front of the Varkari elders, surrounded by chanting lizards in robes. Karavesh, now armored in golden ritual garb, stood beside him like she was being punished by the gods themselves. "You must understand," said Elder Throzen, looking at Darren with an expression somewhere between amusement and pity. 2. Witness a sentinel in her unguarded form bind you to her, unless you wish to face combat to death. Marriage is the only alternative. Darren looked at Kara. "You're okay with this?" She hissed, "I'm not okay. But I will not kill a human for accidentally seeing what you should not have. I'll take the other path." Darren grinned nervously. "You know, most humans go on dates first, maybe dinner." Kara blinked. "We'll see if you survive the wedding night. That will be your trial." The ceremony was fast. A Varkari shotgun, literally a blaster cannon, was mounted behind them as a symbol of enforcement. The crowd roared approval. Kara's father scowled. Darren's translator glitched halfway through the vows and substituted eternal servitude for devotion. Afterward, in the private chamber carved from glowing crystal, Darren sat awkwardly on a jagged couch while Kara polished her talons. "I didn't plan to marry anyone today," he muttered. Kara glanced over. "Nor I, but fate has claws." "You stumbled into sacred waters. Now you bear the scent of my house. That sounds romantic or dangerous." She turned slowly, her tail flicking. "It's both." A few days passed. Surprisingly, Darren wasn't dead. In fact, Kara began to tolerate him. He taught her sarcasm. She taught him how to fight with twin plasma blades. They shared drinks made from Varkari, fire fruit, and started to laugh more than they argued. But peace never lasts. A smuggler's syndicate that had hired Darren for the original run wasn't happy about their missing fusion cells. They traced him to the temple, and they came in fast with dropships, drones, and guns. "Come out, Holt," their leader barked through a loudspeaker. "Give us what's ours, or we turn this holy rock into a crater." Darren turned to Kara. "You've got ritual weapons, right?" She bared her teeth. "And a husband with nothing to lose." Together, they walked out hand in hand straight into the crosshairs. The fight was chaos. Kara moved like a storm. Plasma blades hummed, claws slashed through armor, and her roar sent drones spinning in confusion. Darren, to his own surprise, held his own with a pulse rifle and a stolen shield. Back to back, they fought like one creature, wild, desperate, and united. When the dust settled, the remaining smugglers fled, and the temple grounds were littered with wreckage. The Varkari elders watched from the shadows. "You defended our sacred home as kin," one said. "You are not entirely useless," Kara growled. "He is still clumsy, but fierce." Darren wiped blood from his brow. "Guess I passed the wedding trial, huh?" Carol looked at him. No, that was just a engagement phase. A week later, Darren stood in front of the Valkyrie temple again, this time with human diplomats and Galactic Council observers in tow. His marriage had become a political bridge. His accident had become a legend. And Kara? She leaned against a pillar, watching him with amused eyes and a sharpened blade across her back. He walked over and offered her a drink. So ... Still regretting this whole shotgun wedding thing? She sipped and smirked. Yes, until you die in glorious combat. Then maybe less. He smiled. I'll take that as a compliment.